The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a crease, it's Hayes. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Just keep slinging it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hayes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're working that left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that, but got to put it on his body. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games. And that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking. But on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it. Because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Sends it back in motion. to throw. It's Carr. That's reeled in. It's Hayes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week loss.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away to buy time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Denmark. Jump moved on top of the pile.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He wants to change this route. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Ohio State offense onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Going to sling it on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the 1st down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the 1st down. Great job knowing where the 1st down was, putting his head down, getting the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th You're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
First and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to punch it in. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football.
The Sneak scores it.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, it's Hayes. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the lone running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Brown. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Turns it on at midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Huge play. It's so nice to have have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, and get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Miller. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Adams. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half, because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
Complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Miller. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Here's the pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man to the left. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. For the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
But that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun. Going for 6. Give him 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rival, and it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard, so turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's got him. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Off play action. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within 1 possession. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab behind the line. It's Hayes. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. Under fire. Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Second and long. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
Yeah, and when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
With the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the fourth. Tries again to get it in. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be fourth down.
And I think it's go time now at this point in the game if you're on offense because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on fourth and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
In a fourth and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting a touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and we are all tied up here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. They get it out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know, that play right there shows me the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Going downfield for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man on the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy patient catch.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. With the catch, it's Adams. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams. Runs through a tackle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best point.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time